Friends, at the first set, I would like to thank the NADA organizers for having given an excellent opportunity for me to share my musical experiences and reflections about the deeper dimensions of Indian music. I'm very indebted to all of you for having come here and you are giving your precious time to listen to me. Definitely I will make a sincere attempt to do justice to whatever I have learned through my personal and professional experience as a musician and as a mental health professional. I would like to begin with saying that all musicians, whatever I am going to share with you, it's nothing new. Or there are so many musicians here. All of them, they experience whatever I am sharing with you. What I am doing is, I am just vocalizing, I am just bringing it to the notice of all of you. Because one Vidwan, Mr. Arun, Arun, he is here, and I don't know how many musicians are here. Definitely they'll experience this meditative aspects of music and inner silence, and definitely their psychological well-being will be very high because of music, and some insights about the life skills, about the blossoming of the inner self, definitely they would have been experiencing. My experience as a family counselor, as a professional social worker, it made me to, internalize so much. I worked as a family counselor for almost 15 years, handled about 3,000 cases of marital and family disharmony in Bangalore. For many of the problems, I could find answers in music, because I thought, whenever I listened to some music, my mind always used to, touch the meaning of the composition, whether it is Tyagaraja's composition or Purandara's composition or some bhajans. I used to find answers. How you cannot change others, you cannot change the society, but you can always change yourself. You can always strengthen your value system, you can always strengthen your well-being, and how much you can give for others. These type of reflections used to come to me, and I started experimenting with my clientele and by and large, they were women. You know how discrimination, gender discrimination, and most vulnerable are women and children in India when family disorganization sets in. It's very difficult for women and children to live. And there are so many other interrelated issues when women is deserted. Women are deserted. If they are economically self-reliant, it's all right. Otherwise, they have to maintain their lives along with children. And social stigma is attached to that, and very difficult for them to accept the status of desertion. And they are neither accepted by their family members. Nowadays trend has changed. Still, they have to face a lot of social and psychological turmoils. So, while doing counseling definitely it helped them to, they had a lot of negativity, depression, suicidal tendencies, negativity, so much emotional problems and social problems they had. Counseling definitely, invariably, it helped them to bring in a lot of insights, and also a lot of self-esteem was more after the counseling sessions. They started becoming self-reliant to face the problem, accept the problem objectively, and fight out, with their strengths. But it was interrelated to so many other factors like police, law, to fight, to get maintenance or custody of children, or so many other issues. Our hands were tied because of, how bureaucracy works in India. So, I really used to find, only limitations to help, you know. We used to make them strong, that's all. When they had to fight with other agencies, our hands were tied. So I started feeling, somehow after getting my doctorate, I started feeling, no, we should promote family life, you know, positive aspects of family life, and also positive aspects of psychological self-reliancy. Instead of, curative aspect, I thought promotion of, positive aspects of family life and psychological and social well-being, that is premarital counseling and, personality development courses. So I thought, let me concentrate on these things. It really worked out very well, and music was one of the best components I started using. In counseling process, I used to do a lot of group work for clients. They had a lot of emotional blocks. It was very difficult for them to express their feelings because you know how much barriers they will have to come out of their problems, to ventilate their problems in a free way. For that, I used music as one of the medium. It really worked out very well. I started using some of the light music compositions and also Dasa's compositions. I explained the meaning of those compositions. I started singing, and I made them to sit in a very relaxed posture and meditative posture. It really worked out wonders. They started, emotional outbursts happened. They started sharing their problems, and a lot of solace could set into them. And they started writing their problems in a poetic way. Though it was very, very simple, but still it had a lot of, that ventilation through writing, made them to get a lot of emotional relief. So these types of experiences deepened my, quest for music therapy. So after getting my doctorate, anyway I was teaching music. I have been performing also, but still I thought my attention was deviated towards therapeutic aspects of music. I started looking at music from 3 different perspectives. Music as a promoter of human values, music as a promoter of mental health, and from curative perspective, that is music therapy as a treatment for specially challenged individuals. Then music and spirituality. My interest and all my time and energy, I am very fortunate enough because the Creator has, the Goddess of knowledge, I think she wants me to contribute something like this. So I took it seriously, and I have been working and conducting awareness programs, sensitizing the general public and also the music learners about the impact of music on the holistic health of an individual. Today, I will start my musical discourse, music as a promoter of human values. Before that, what is music? A comprehensive but a meaningful definition of music is: M stands for melody, U stands for universal, S stands for spiritual, I stands for identification of the self with the nada, that is the vibrations, C stands for creativity and calmness. This definition actually covers all components of music, especially I'm focusing more on Indian music with due respects to all other forms of music on this globe. Indian music has got immense depth because they are based on 1,000 number of tunes, what we call ragas. It is a highly melodious, then because it is an expression of the self. And it is based on, as I said, 1,000 number of tunes. It has 7 saptaswaras, and the different combinations give rise to different ragas. In turn, ragas depend upon 9 rasas, that is 9 feelings of human beings. So each combination of tune or a raga has got certain impact on, on the listener and even the artist, whoever sings or plays. Music is so universal, it can reach to any number of, irrespective of the geographic domain or irrespective of the class, caste, creed, sex discrimination, nothing is there. It reaches to the soul. That's what I have experienced. I had an opportunity to conduct a workshop of music from mental health perspective for a group of mental health professionals from Canada, US, Sri Lanka and Afghanistan. They were all 25 people, combination of psychiatrists, psychologists, social counselors and other vocational therapists. We had a combination of different instruments also, like veena, harmonium, tabla and opal also, Hindustani and Carnatic. We had taken different forms of Indian music, classical, Hindustani and Carnatic, light music, bhajans, filmets, and this one, Jugalbandi of tabla and mridanga. And it was not pertaining to any religion, no God, nothing, it was beyond that. Afghanistan's, it was a combination of different religions, we don't even know. But the impact of music was very good. The feedback, what we had perceived, it had catered to their needs. We got wonderful feedback, and what we had expected, we have, when we are planning for a concert, we have certain notions. Same thing, it had reached them also, and they started giving their feedback. They are very, very